choice. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Vikings and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Hill. They'll get this out to Kamara. And some room to maneuver. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Back to throw, Hill. And that'll be incomplete. And Marquez Callaway, the one he was looking for. 3rd down here.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Out is Lutz now for the New Orleans field goal attempt. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And this is incomplete. Very lucky to get that one back. That nearly picked. It's 2nd down now. On 2nd down, Cousins again. And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well. But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Able to force him out of the pocket right, but still able to complete it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. The deuce is wild here. 2nd down and 2 with just about 2 minutes on the clock. They go play action. Cousins sliding out of the pocket. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Cousins again, rolling to his right, and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already.
defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. 3rd and goal for Cousins. Touchdown, Vikings! Antonio Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Vikings have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. Here's Hill. That's complete to Troutman, right side. They find some open field here. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A bit. Time play there for New Orleans. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. 27 yards for Alvin Kamara. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Just a 4-play drive that time. And the capper came from Alvin Kamara on the touchdown run. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
To throw again on second down. Cousins being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contain, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll indeed go for it. It's Cousins. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Not sure I agreed with the decision to go for it, but I definitely agreed with his decision to run it. He picked up that big first down. I think he let his head coach off the hook.
That's what I was just going to say. If there's anybody more happy than the quarterback picking it up, it's the coach that's pick it up.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Cousins now from the 50. This will be caught once again by Brown. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. 3 yards remain for second down. They'll throw again. Cousins dancing to his left. There's the stiff arm. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a first down.
On 1st and 10, Cousins flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Out to his left. They're going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there, and it's 3rd down. To throw, Cousins on the move to his left. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. So the big play nullified, a legal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. Marquez Callaway deep for New Orleans. And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And give him a lot of credit there, but even more credit to the guys up front. In that situation, you know it's going to be a stacked defensive front. And to be able to gain that much yardage, that's a big win for the guys on offense.
Yeah, they were just about standing on their own goal line, so to get a few yards there, a great start. Now we'll see what second down brings. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That coach is always hard on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Hill. Trying to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches. Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Hill And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now Hill. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright. Okay, well, so much for the halftime report here. Guy can't even finish his Snickers. We're going to get right to the 3rd quarter. Let me spit this out. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been a tight game to this point. What do they need to do, Charles, to break through in the second half and take the lead?
Well, I think the first thing they need to do is thank their defense for keeping them in this game. And you know what I think the defense is saying back to them? Why don't you guys focus on getting some first downs, put some drives together, give us a little bit of a break here. If we can get some rest, we'll play even better for you. And, oh, by the way, pay off a few of those drives with some points, too.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Cousins. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Marcus Davenport. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. After the sack on 1st down, Cousins. Over the middle here to Brown. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. They'll roll him out right. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Ezra Cleveland, the guard, called for the penalty there. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, not a game that you're going to go crazy about, but when you start at your own 2-yard line, any type of space is good for the offensive guys.
Yeah, you just can't go backwards from here. They did it. Now we'll see if they can keep it on schedule here on 2nd down. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
From the gun, here's Hill. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 14.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Now it's Kamara in the passing game. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Hill now to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hill throwing once more. He's got Smith here. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a 1st down.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last couple of drives have ended in punts. Maybe the crowd minds that, but you're a defensive guy. You're okay with a couple of punt drives.
Listen, I'm the guy that loves a 0-0 pitch game. All right, in baseball, I can handle that going into the 7th inning. I think the crowd, though, they want to see a little bit more excitement. Let's see if someone can break something free on offense and get going.
Offense at a premium the last 2 drives. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10.
Throwing, Cousins. And his throw is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Again, it's Cousins. He'll buy some time right.
To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time on the catch and run. Back now here live in New Orleans. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Eluding the pressure right. This will be caught by Brown. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, Cousins. Flush to his right. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going. Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. That escapes the sack.
And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson.
2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt. Cousins will try and throw. It's complete. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line. And the lead is going to stay right where it is. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. He'll throw complete there to Thomas.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
There again is Thomas. They've gone to him a lot. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36.
A shotgun snap for Hill. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hill. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time on 4th for Hill. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 28, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And so much. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Callaway, the return man. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Hill. In trouble, and he's taken down. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll. Now Hill. Smith catches left side. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review in this being. So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the official saw as this play will stand as is. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked off at the 36. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Here's Cousins. Rolling to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this across the 50 and into Saints territory. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Charles, in this one, I think the storyline really, the fourth quarter coming into